Hi, today I want to talk about apostrophes. They are a kind of basic thing, but they're easy to get mixed up on. So let's look at this. All right, apostrophes. So when do we use apostrophes? You use apostrophes in two situations, contractions and possessives. So contractions, don't, isn't, pretty basic. The one thing to watch out for is don't use this overly in very formal writing. Now, college essay depends on how formal you want to be. If you want to be more formal, you just avoid contractions. If you want to be less formal, you include contractions. The big issue, though, is possessives. Okay, Maria's class, Mr. Chang's house, the girls' basketball. It's a possessive because it's the class of Maria, the house of Mr. Chang, the basketball of the girl, or who belongs to the it belongs to the girl. So um, with apostrophes, you got to be one thing to watch out for is, of course, it comes with the S ending, but not all S endings are going to have apostrophes. I've had classes where I teach a lesson on apostrophes, and then the next essay I get, a student will write every time there's an S, they put the apostrophe in there. What a disaster. Just because it has an S doesn't mean it has an apostrophe. We also use apostrophes for plurals. Two cars, five books, that's just plural. That's just more than one, no apostrophe. We use it for subject verb agreement. If I say they work, we work, but I say she works, it's got the S at the end. There's no apostrophe. He swims, no apostrophe. It's only with the possessive, the woman's job, the baby's toy. The job belongs to the woman, the toy belongs to the baby. Now, what are some tricky issues with it? There are some special cases. So one is plural possessive. So singular possessive, it's apostrophe S, the boy's bike, the teacher's class. There's one boy who has the bike. There's one teacher who has the class. It's apostrophe S. So plural possessive, it's going to be S apostrophe. The boys' bikes. So it's got multiple boys. The teachers' meetings, multiple teachers. But watch out for irregular possessives. Irregular possessives don't normally have an S on the end. So child, the plural is children. There's the apostrophe comes before the S on both the singular and the plural with those irregulars. The child's toy, the children's toys, it's apostrophe S in both cases. The man's wife, the men's wives, singular, plural, both are going to be apostrophe S. And the woman's car, the women's cars, apostrophe S in both those cases. So that's just irregular. The main irregulars are child, children, man, men, women, woman, women. Those are your main or irregular plurals that you're going to have possessives with. Another special case are time possessives, a day's wage, a month's wages, a long winter's night. That's a little weird, okay, because there's really not possessive, okay? The weight doesn't belong to the day. The wages don't belong to the month. They belong to me. So why do we put the apostrophe there? Well, it's the weight of a day. It's wages of a month. It's the night of a winter. So that's the idea of those. So it's only really with those kind of time words like that that you're going to see that apostrophe with those. Another special case is when you have names ending in S's. You could use S, well, you could just end with the apostrophe and that's it, or you could put apostrophe S. Whatever sounds more natural, I would usually put the apostrophe S. For example, you're sitting in Chris's chair. I'd say two S's in that. So I'd put an apostrophe S, but some people see it differently, and that's fine. When you get a lot of S's, it gets a little confusing. Sophocles, Sophocles's. I'm just going to put an apostrophe at the end, no extra S. So, but that's up to you. And that's apostrophes. Those are your basic rules, and go forth and apostrophize.